they mentioned about the federal parks. This is another reason why you should keep voting for conservatives. They cannot, Roxanne can give all the land she wants to be a federal park. Any one of you can, but guess what? Unless the legislature signs off, it will, to the federal government, we will never have a federal park.
Good. Good.
So, go ahead, I'm done.
Okay. For those who don't know me, I'm Don Copeland from Falls. I've spoken Republican and whatever. In regard to the park and this, going this way, a few years ago, and active in the Shrine Center, we was at a meeting down to Molunkus. Ray Campbell, if you guys don't have the honor of meeting him, he's interesting, super conservative. He has a great skill and knowledge in this field. He's been speaking to people. He had some overlays over here on a stand that he's supported that showed this. We was talking about it. Some of you people remember my near and dear friend Wally Townsend, who I argued with for 40 years in this area. We was over there, he was talking to some other people, we were saying, yeah, this is acting nice. And Wally worked for the forestry as I did. I said, Wally, I said, come over here a minute. He's what? I said, come over here and take a look at these maps and tell these other learned gentlemen that Ray's is correct as usual. Wally looked at it. He said, that's correct. Well, everybody was a little astounded at the time because Don Copeland and Wally Townsend agreed right off on something. And what the map showed, the amount of ground that is set up, so there's not too much effort to make this park occur. And right now we need people that are going to do it. Can I have another quick minute?
Yeah, but we gotta go with some questions.
Okay, I can take on just why I say on this at a meeting, we had some people from U.S. Forest Service there, and they was telling about in some areas where they've taken over, they've gone in with bulldozers, cemeteries were decimated, everything was leveled out. And do we really need that? Because this did happen. Thank you.
I just want to take a minute of everybody's time. You know, these are great forums to have, but I just want to express to you folks what people can do. I've already talked a little bit about the federal government, but thanks to Henry Joy, the Honorable Henry Joy, look at the people here today that are representing you folks in the state of Maine and in good key positions. It's guys like Henry Joy that got us to where we are. And it takes a handful of people with intestinal fortitude that do that. And you know, you talk about Everett McLeod, you know, Henry had him as a student. You talk about Ricky Long, Henry had him as a student. So, listen, this gentleman really have an influence. He influenced me. I mean, I didn't have any interest at all in government and detested it. But, you know, we found out that we can get into battles and we can win battles. We just got to keep plugging away. Do we get discouraged? We sure do. But thank you, Honorable Representative Highland Falls.
How about Mrs. Joy?
Mrs. Joy, that's right. Yeah. They often forget I was. That's all right.
I'd just like to make a comment, and I'd like to thank the state legislature and all those in state right now for finally not coming up with solutions for problems that no longer exist, which is usually has been our past history here in Maine.
I want to respond to this. Running 2 years, every 2 years, seems to be a pain. If we didn't do this, would I be here right now putting this meeting on? The trout fishing is pretty good right now in the middle of the drop. I just got a phone call to fish string. And that would be a pleasure doing that. But this here is just as important. Not only does it keep us in touch with reality, it keeps us in touch with the voter base that puts us here. There are a lot of issues that we've got to deal with. And I can pick on Bruce. They've gone after that poor man every way they can go after him, and he's come out on top every trip. But Charlie, with his experience of what he's done, he knows the veterans. There's a lot of experience here. And yes, it's gonna be too bad if we lose either one, but we really need that conservatism put down in Washington DC, even if it's Deb Plowman that gets it. I know her record and it's quite impressive also. I really think this year here is going to determine the outcome for all of us. So I don't have a problem with this. If it means we get rid of a few of the people down that needs to get rid of, I'm all for it. On one more note, and I'll open it back up. We had a ceremony of lighting the lights. It was representatives of leaving. When you get a ship that has changed course and direction, you always lose the rats off. It's probably not a good way to put it. But guess what? The Democrats are abandoning ship with 2 years served, some with 4. They want nothing to do with it. They said the fun's gone out of it. The fun was when they come in, they could get the little knife that ran into us and they just turn and say, well, we're going for more. The tides have changed. Yes, you're going to hear a lot of bad press, and this is going to be a dirty election before it's over, and I don't care who the candidate is, they're going after him. But if you want to go back to the way things was, vote for a few of the different individuals running. I'm not even going to name them because I don't want to go there. But if you do want to, like the way we're starting to turn around, find somebody, give them the hard questions. We're not there just to come up and be yes men or women. I'll be politically correct, David. Ask the hard questions. If they can't give you a definite answer, what are they hiding? When I vote, yes, I've had some issues that I've really torn myself up over because I've had constituents contact me. Yes, I have some that's on the system. I know they're on the system. They're looking at special interest. I thank them for their concerns and I move on. I have other people that's really on the fanatical end of stuff. I listen to those people. And I take it in all due course. The people I really listen to is the everyday people that's having a hard time. As well as I know Doug does. He hears from all the same people I do. Those are the people that count. Well, you could have been down there. Last year we had votes on abortion issues. We had representatives who fought their heart out to pass this stuff, and they had tears in their eyes, and the votes, we lost by 1 vote. Republicans would stand up and say that we're pro-life and pro-this, and when it got time to have a vote recorded, they went the other way because they're scared what the liberals are going to do to them. I got one message to them, but I won't even repeat it today because we're in a mixed company. Stand your ground. I don't care who it is. I know these 2 individuals, everybody here, they stood the ground this year. Beth, I'm going to pick on her, and we've been out there by ourselves. Doug, he's a win-win show in the Senate. He's always out there by himself, but he's fighting for you. As I know these other 2, they've had many battles that you hear of. The ones who win, you never hear a thing about. The ones that can take the knife in, throw the dirt on them, you're going to hear them. So just keep asking them questions. Bring the truth out. And I'm going to take some more questions. I'll shut up.
I have just a quick comment. I want to make sure, I'm sure that every one of the people in this room is going to vote, just by nature of the fact that you're here. But I want to make sure everyone knows, if you have family and friends that might have trouble getting to the polls, or might be easier for them to vote absentee, the absentee ballots are now available for the primary on June 12th. I dare say any of the candidates in this room could help you get one of those if you have family and friends. So please feel free to reach out to any of the candidates here or staff that might be able to help you get an absentee ballot.
Do we have any other questions? If not, Henry Joy would like to have a word, then I'll let the people have. Yes.
Those absentee ballots, are they going to be counted or lost like there was?
I will tell you, in the town of Sherman,
I promise you that. Keep Charlie away.
in the town of Sherman, I can vouch, they do count. As you know, Deb worked for them many years. And I don't send poll watchers out to watch the town of Sherman. They are pretty accurate with the count. I've heard some other towns got a few issues, and I've sent them towards Charlie. Any other questions? If not, I'll let Henry speak, and then I'll let you guys wrap it up with what you'd like. That's okay.
I won't take very long. I want to thank Richard for getting everybody together today and getting us out here to to see what's going on and what our candidates have to say about the issues. You want to remember that they're facing some pretty tough battles because they're against the other side that creates a crisis under it. We heard this mentioned just a little bit here. And I'd like to express my appreciation, but I think that they gave me a lot more credit than I deserved in what was going on. But, it's a tough time at times to represent the people in Augusta because everybody's coming in with different pressures, different lobbyists and so forth. And they all have different interests that they're trying to push forward. But those are not the interests that are good for the people of the state of Maine. I think that we have the candidates here are all very much in favor of the Constitution, and I hope that when they get there, they will do away with the Department of Education because it's unconstitutional. The 10th Amendment is very clear that if it's not a power that's given to Congress, it's left to the people and the state. So that needs to be done. A little thing on the land that the federal government claims that they own. If we go back and see the formation of this country, we'll find that in the formation of this country, all of the states that signed the Constitution were granted sovereignty, which means that they control the land within the state. The only lands that the federal government were authorized to own were naval forts and armories. Now, if Roxanne wants to turn her land over to the federal government, is it going to be Roxanne's armory or is it going to be Roxanne's name? These things need to go. We need people in Washington who are going to go with the Constitution. And that's very important, and these gentlemen in their efforts have proven that they do that. And hereby served with quite a number of years too. I could always count on her to support the Constitution. So again, Rick, and thank you, Bruce. Good to see you. Thank you, Charlie. And I hope you have a good flight back.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for speaking up for them. I used to keep him under control when he was in House because he was my seatmate on this side.
That's what a job in.
For 6 years I sat beside this man.
Wow.
That's how you keep him under control.
You are a saint. If we'd only known how bad.
Right, but anyway, and Everett, I started him on his career. I was his crossing guard at another one gate. He didn't cross the road safely, so that he could be coming back later on and being your representative from Lee and Augusta. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you everyone for coming out. I do appreciate it because I think it's important you do hear what the different people have to say. We will be having another one of these coming towards the fall election sometime. I don't know which town we'll have it in, depends who really wants to have it. I can do them here, but I just want to spread it out so we get other people involved. I'd like to thank you gentlemen for both coming. I realize Sherman's out of the way, but we've never been able to get representation up here of people running. We always have people tell us they're going to come, which I had quite a few others that gave me that same message. But it's an important. It shows there is an interest. Sherman's voters, Pat, Allen Falls, New Limerick, Statesville, Lennius, all these towns do count. Every one of our votes. If you look at some of the past elections, they've been right down to a few hundred votes, even some single votes. They all count. So tell everybody, get out and vote.
How about the unorganized territory?
And they all vote too.
Yes, girl, you